Morning, guys. In a world where the greatest challenge we face, or one of the greatest challenges we face, is our mind health, I want us to remember one thing. It is the one thing that is an absolute certainty in a world of uncertainty, fear, doubt, anxiety, depression, ignorance, all these negative things. One thing from here on in. Even if you don't understand it or believe it, I do. And I'll never stop. I'll always believe in this power in you and all of us. And it can change everything. It can save you in your darkest hour. And it is this. You have the most powerful thing in the universe. It's in here. Yes, you. Doesn't matter if you're a young child or 100 years old. You have the ability to control your mind. And you have the most powerful thing in the universe. I believe it. I'll never stop believing it.
Proverbs 13:22 says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children." That means legacy. That means long-term impact. As a Christian business leader, your investments should reflect heaven's priorities, not just Wall Street's trends. Purposeful investing means asking, where is my money sleeping at night? Is it funding companies that align with my faith or working against it? There are biblically responsible ETFs today like Bible, Cath, and ISMD that screen out industries that oppose Christian values. That's not just smart, that's stewardship. You're not just building wealth, you're voting with your dollars. This also applies to where and how you invest your time. Are you pouring energy into ventures that will glorify God or just feed your ego? Are your profits being reinvested into ministries, missions, and people? A godly business doesn't just accumulate, it distributes with discernment. Like the early church in Acts, we're called to meet needs, spark movements, and expand God's influence on earth. So if your financial portfolio doesn't reflect your spiritual convictions, it may be time to rebalance, both literally and spiritually. Because when your investments carry eternal weight, your profit becomes prophecy. And your money stops being just currency, it becomes a kingdom seed. Prayer, planning, and action. The three pillars of a godly business. Some people pray but never plan, others plan but never act, and some act without ever praying. But when you combine all three, prayer, planning, and action, you build a foundation that hell itself can't shake. A Christian business that thrives is one where intercession meets execution, where divine direction flows into real-world decision-making. Nehemiah prayed before he asked the king for resources. He planned before he laid a single brick. And when the time came, he acted with courage, even with enemies on all sides. That's the blueprint. You don't need to choose between being spiritual and being strategic. God designed you to do both, to hear from heaven and hustle on earth. Planning is not a lack of faith, it's proof of it. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." That means God expects plans. And once they're established through prayer, it's your job to move. Whether it's launching a product, opening a store, or hiring a team, faith without action is dead. God doesn't bless daydreams. He blesses diligent doers. So if you've been stuck in the loop of someday, let this be your warning and your wake-up call. Pray with fire, plan with clarity, and act with boldness. Because when these three pillars align, your godly business becomes a living testimony that purpose and profit can and must walk hand in hand. Wealth with a mission. How to steward what God puts in your hands. God doesn't give you wealth just to increase your lifestyle. He gives it to increase your impact. Deuteronomy 8:18 is crystal clear. It is He who gives you the power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant. That means wealth isn't the goal, obedience is. In a Christian business, profit must always point back to purpose. If money comes but mission fades, you've missed the mark. Stewardship means you don't waste what heaven entrusts to you. It means you budget, invest, donate, and build with intention. Your house, your staff, your influence, they're not trophies, they're tools. Kingdom entrepreneurs don't measure success by the car they drive, but by the lives they touch. Every godly business should ask, who's being blessed because I exist? Real wealth isn't just in your bank account. It's in your ability to shift environments. A business funded by God and stewarded by integrity will naturally become a beacon of hope. Think of Chick-fil-A closing on Sundays and still dominating fast food. or Hobby Lobby honoring biblical values and still thriving in retail. They don't just make money, they make statements. So here's the real question. If God gave you 10 times more tomorrow, would your mission grow, or would your comfort? The answer reveals your readiness. Because when God finds someone who will manage abundance for His glory, He doesn't just bless them, He trusts them with nations. Now that you've seen the blueprint, what are you going to do about it? You weren't called to play it safe. You were called to multiply, to lead, to fund, to build. Every insight you've just received is a divine invitation to shift your mindset, realign your purpose, and start creating wealth that reflects heaven, not just your hustle. So tell me, what's holding you back? Is it fear, religious guilt, lack of clarity? Whatever it is, it's time to break that chain. God is not intimidated by your dreams. He's the one who planted them. And if this message stirred something in your spirit, maybe it's because the time to act is now, not when it's perfect. Now, what part of this word spoke most to your heart? Share your struggles and your dreams, and let's build a community that grows together not just in faith but in fruit. Write in the comments, I was chosen to create kingdom wealth. And watch how this powerful declaration begins to shift the course of your business and your finances from this day forward. And if this message touched you in any way, please consider supporting our ministry through the link in the description. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay connected, because there's so much more ahead, and you were never meant to walk this path alone.
And here we go. Back to controlling our breathing. Back to controlling our minds. Feel the power of your heart beating faster right now. Your heart. That's the power of determination. Your heart always knows what's best. Your heart can feel and sense things that your mind cannot. But they both need each other equally. When our minds, hearts, bodies unite, that energy, our power to determine, that's determination, who we really are. Growing our minds, our bodies, and our energy in the gym of life. Everywhere we go, everywhere we are. You have the greatest gift. You have your presence. With that presence, right here, right now, you can take it, keep using it wherever you go. To get out of your mind, sometimes your mind is playing tricks, lying to you, telling you to be afraid, telling you to give in to fear, to anxiety, to stress, to become sad and depressed. No, that's a lie. We are determination. We're made of truth, like everyone in this universe. Truth principles. And those truth principles, that stuff you're made of, I'm made of, that determination, that never ends. That always chooses courage. That always determines courage, determines faith, determines love, positivity, being kind, generous, being grateful. That's what we were all born to do. No matter what. With that, we can overcome anything our mind tries to do us. Don't forget, you are the boss of your mind, and your mind is the boss of your body. And so if you control your mind, you will control your body. And more importantly, your feelings. Because your feelings are connected to your thoughts. And you control your thoughts. So if you can control your thoughts, your mind, you can determine to be your true, happy, infinitely intelligent self all the time, not just now, no matter what. And that's why I love you, everything, and all of us. We are determination. We proved it today, right here, right now, and we can prove it all the time by simply enjoying the process of what we do wherever we are. I love you. I love you so much, everyone. Have a great day, a great moment, a great week, and a great life always.